This is the Comfortably Poor Podcast, an uncensored, wide open, anything and everything goes podcast. You won't find anything like it. And why is that? Because the Comfortably Poor Podcast keeps it 100. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, we're going. Oh man,
We got it.
We got it. I think we got it.
This is
Yo,
little,
shout out to all my people
we stumbled
watching.
out the blocks, but we got it.
It's all good. That's what being comfortably poor is all about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It happens to the best of us.
Technical issues, connection issues, all that good stuff, plaguing us today, but we're going to fucking move forward. We're going to roll on.
Yeah.
We're going to roll the fuck on. Shout out to all you guys in the chat already. You truly appreciate that already. Damn.
100. Appreciate y'all.
So, I think Brando's sleeping. I think he's sleeping. I think he's out.
He's here.
He's here.
But
But he's out.
We just...
Yeah, we have not heard from that man in a minute. Shit is really
he got the cartoon snore going on.
Old man snore.
Yeah. Some big lips he's got,
Yeah,
Shit, it happens.
Why? What big lips you have? It's like the wolf in Little Red Riding Hood.
Little Black Riding Hood.
Yeah, Little Black Riding in the Hood. You know what I'm saying?
Little Black Riding in the Hood. Oh, we should make that a play. We should write that.
Hey, yo, if Lil Nas X can do C is for Country, we should be able to make a Comfortably Poor book and fucking put some shit in there for the kiddies.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm telling you, bro, we should make a kids
Black
book,
Riding
bro.
in the Hood.
Come on, Lil Black Riding in the Hood.
She got a 64 Impala on all gold D's, like freewheeling, hitting the corner.
Crazy rims, bro. 24s in that bitch.
She got that 18-inch in the trunk with that Phoenix gold.
That shit is thumping. It's rattling the metal against the motherfucking of the goddamn car.
She got the Ice Cube Emerald Money Green Impala and shit from It Was a Good Day. Just hood as shit. She got braids straight back.
Yo, shout out to her.
Shout
out to her.
She got the rag, the gray
Yeah,
rag, holding the braids back. Little Black Riding Hood, riding in the hood.
Oh, Little Black Riding in the Hood. You know what I mean?
We should put that together.
And
I would assume somebody's done something like that out there already.
And somebody gave her
If not
Birkin. You know what I'm saying? She's got to ride in style.
Yeah.
Style in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Copyright, bitches. We own that shit. If it's not out there, we're doing it. Copyright. Don't take our shit.
Yeah,
calling it right now.
Don't fuck our shit up.
Let's get a little business out of the way. As always, this is the Comfortably Poor Podcast. You can find us across all social media platforms at CPPod 100. Use that hashtag Comfortably Poor to chat with us on Twitter. I watch Twitter the most. Dan kind of watches a little bit of everything else. You can also call the show and be a part of the show, 844-997-0775. I know we had a couple callers lined up before we went live, but we were getting some things situated, so feel free to call back. Again, 844-997-0775. Big shout out to Hemper, hemper.co. We love Hemper. Hemper is the subscription smoking box with all your smoking needs. $125 value for only $39.99 a month, and all your smoking accessories dropped off right to your doorstep. Go to hemper.co, use our promo code CPPod, CPPOD, for 5% off. Knocks off. It basically gives you free shipping, so it's pretty solid. But
now I want to say
a glass
too,
piece every month.
I've gotten other subscription services before from a couple years ago. I'm gonna tell you guys, it looks like so far from what I've received from the people at Hemper, we got some good quality shit here. Good quality shit. I've been smoking from the piece for a minute since I recorded the first hit from it. I recorded the first hit from it the other day.
So what did you get? You just get a little glass, hitter?
The main piece for this month's box, for those who are interested, you get a nice little bong. This is like a little mini, probably like 7-incher maybe. I'm gonna say maybe.
That's a hitter. A hitter.
Yeah, dude. It's
Them
just,
little squatty ones are
them little
those will sneak up on you,
and
dude.
it's wide, bro. It's got a nice wide base. It's got an ice pinch. You could throw some ice in there if you need to. It's
Oh, you
really
like
dope.
that.
And then there's two pieces. There's a flower bowl, and then there is a nail. There's a dab nail. So if for all my stoners who like to do some dabs, you can interchangeably
Really get lit.
Yeah, you can interchangeably take this flower piece out, put your your nail in there, drop a dab, and go to town. You know what I'm saying? So you can bust
I
dabs
like
from
that.
this thing. So it's multi-purpose.
like that.
It's fantastic. So if you want to get yourself a nice mixture, a bong that does both, it is interchangeably a dab rig and a bong. This month's box is going to do it too. You got some blunt wraps in there. You got some papers. You got some tips, a lighter. It's really cool because I don't know exactly what flavor yet the blunt wraps are, but, you know, every month they bring you either a set of blunt wraps or some type
$39.
of shit, man. You can't beat it.
$39.99.
beat it.
And you get free ship. Basically get free shipping with our promo code CPPod. So use that promo code hemper.co. Big shout out to Hemper. We appreciate you guys so much for fucking with us. So excited about that. I wanted to jump into this question. I thought this was a good question. Shout out to Dan. He was up on Clubhouse earlier. We're going to be doing some stuff on there in the near future. So if y'all are familiar with Clubhouse and this up and coming chat app, you'll be able to find the Comfortably Poor podcast crew up on Clubhouse. But he was on there earlier, and I saw him on there, so I jumped in the room with them, and they were talking about a lot of relationship type stuff. Like if your dude did this, if your lady did this, that, you know, a little bit, just bouncing questions off everybody. And there was a really interesting question that I thought we could talk about on here because I felt like it fit our podcast. So this is a question that's a little more directed towards the men, and it could go either way, but it's a little more towards the men. So you get with a girl that has an OnlyFans. She had an OnlyFans before she knew you. She has an OnlyFans while she's meeting you. You all get together. It's all good. She continues to want to do the OnlyFans. Mm-hmm. And I saw them on there, so I jumped in the room with them, and they were talking about and on the kind of tying it all together. Like if your dude did this, you get with
hold on.
this girl,
real quick,
this,
stop.
that, yeah, a little bit, just bouncing.
I had to fix. I had the stream going through the goddamn thing. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. And if you get with the girl and into the relationship, she wants to start an OnlyFans. Are you cool with that? So she either has one before she knows you. Are you cool if she continues it? Or are you cool with her starting one after y'all have gotten together?
All right.
Like, what are your takes on that?
So I didn't get a lot of my answers out in the fucking room, you know. And again, you know, it's really not that it's to say that it's hard because I don't like to complain about.
It's a free for all.
Yeah, and I don't like to complain about how conversations go because it's just the way that it is. Like even in radio, sometimes you just know when to sit back and when to kind of like dip your toe in, and then you move back and you sit in the corner. Then you come back into the conversation and throw a line out there. It's kind of how I view a lot of conversations in my life. But like for this one, I didn't really get to say too much. But I'm going to say if we have an in-depth conversation about what you're trying to do on OnlyFans. Are you trying to do OnlyFans because you want to appease other men that are looking at you? Or are you doing OnlyFans because you really are trying to get your money up and you're trying to do...
trying to get that back.
Yeah, and which I can't hate. Because to me, honestly, if you literally tell me, look, and I know how beautiful you are, and I go, you know, I know we could make some money off of here. You know, it was so crazy that some of the girls in there were saying, I find dudes supporting their girl making mad money on there a problem because it relieves them of the responsibilities of having to provide. And I was like, I think that's bullshit. I think that women should be able to make the money that they want to make as long as it's not fucking with my relationship, as long as it's not fucking with my intimacy,
Facts.
as long as it's not, you know, I'm totally lenient if you say, honey, I've been thinking about getting on OnlyFans because I want to make us some extra money, blah, 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 blah. And I go, okay. All right, that's cool. I'll help you take the pictures. I'll help you upload. I'll help you market. I'll help you do whatever the fuck you got to do. If this is what you really want to do. You know what I'm saying? Though, like, you got to know you want to do it. And I brought up a point about not being able to say no anyway. You're in a position as a dude that you really can't say no, or else you get looked at as like the controlling weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So you have to be supportive, but that's why you have every leverage if she comes in out the gate with an OnlyFans and she says, "Yeah, I got an OnlyFans." That's like, it's the same thing with stripping. Like, I wouldn't date a stripper. But if my girl really was falling on hard times and she felt like she needed some money and she wanted to start stripping, if I was already in a relationship, I'd be like, okay, go strip, go get your money.
See, this is like if I get with you and you got your shit together, you got a pad, you got a car, maybe even got a kid or two, and you're taking care of things. Kids are fake. They got clothes. They got whatever. Everything is bills are paid. There's no debt. There's this, that, and the other. Like, you're doing your thing. I can respect that in the sense that you're not out blowing it all up your nose or riding cock day after day because people are messaging you and you're just getting dick down because of these photos you're putting up there. Like, if you just know your worth and you know your confidence in your body and your look and everything else, and you know you can make that money, it's out there, man. The internet is out there to make money.
They want it. Yeah.
They're gonna pay you. Then get yours. Like, exactly what you said. As long as it's not affecting the relationship. If you're still coming out of that bedroom or coming home from that photo shoot, whatever it is, and you're lovey-dovey with me and you're cuddled up
and that
with me.
Coochie's wet. I'm still, they ain't gonna stop me from not sliding in there. Like, are you insane?
Yes.
Like, I'm
100%.
still gonna want to fuck you. I still think you're just as beautiful as I thought you were. I just understand you're doing a job that is bringing you more money, and part of that job is you getting attention. Damn, I'm dating a hot enough girl to get that much attention. That's dope.
That she's bringing in six figures.
Come on, stop fucking around, bro. Come on.
And you know you're gonna see some of that. Like, you can't be any scrub. Like, you got to be able to be pulling your weight too.
You got to pull your shit.
You're gonna see some of that. You're gonna get some kickback of that. So I don't know. The guys that are always this like, no, I can't do that. She's disrespecting me by continuing to do it. No, she's not.
No, she's not.
There's no disrespect there. Because one, she's probably had that open conversation with you about it. That was a conversation the two of you have probably had.
Let me be straight up. Let me be straight up because that's what it is, bro. If you are adult enough to make adult content for OnlyFans, you should be adult enough to have those conversations with your fucking significant other about the ways that you want to make fucking money. That's just what it is. I don't think anybody on OnlyFans just went on and it caught their boyfriends off guard. Because if women are doing that shit out here, that's nasty, bro. That's dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least see what your man says about it. But 1,000%, if my girl came up to me and said, I want to be on OnlyFans, I would be all for it. I'd be all for it.
And it goes back to what you said too about strippers. Like, I don't hate that too, man. I've heard the stories. We've all heard the stories of the stripper that puts herself through fucking nursing school, through doctors. You know, she's 28, 29 years old now, and she's a full-fledged MD. And who, you know, from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., she shook her ass and her tits made $500-600 bucks.
Bro, listen, she's in an industry where they can't touch. Guards are there constantly.
Yeah.
This is not like
if she's working in fucking the Sugar Shack shithole, like,
right,
some shit is probably going down. She's probably getting railed in her asshole
1,000%
for an extra G.
There's some partitions. There's some partitions. You know what I'm saying? Closing off some areas. You know what I'm saying?
She's participating in the glory hole.
Yeah,
like,
there's definitely
there's
some curtain action going on. All right.
Yeah.
But
sticky floors.
Again, everything is worth, right? Like, because at that point, you know you're not dating a girl who's worth being with if she's gonna accept that type of behavior towards her, right?
Right.
Like everything is based on you can control what you're with. And you can decide, okay, I want to be with a classy enough girl who, if she were to go strip, she would be worthy of throwing that ass up on the stage in a nice club, in a nicer club and getting paid nice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't dating no fucking.
Have you read some of these stories about what strippers in Vegas make?
No.
Strippers, man, if you make it to some of these clubs that are up in these casinos or on the strip,
Yeah.
you're walking out of there with 10 G's a night. A night.
Damn.
Like 10 G's a night.
Oh.
And you're shaking her ass for fucking celebrities and rap stars and fucking athletes.
Oh.
Just you get up there and you do something you love to do. You're dancing. You love to dance. You know, like you're just shaking your ass to some music, showing your tits. Like, and in Vegas, I mean, there's clubs that will show it all, but too, like in Vegas, a lot of times you just got some pasties on, or you might got a little string bikini thing on. Like your tits might be out, but tits are tits. And 10 G's, boom, just like that.
Gs.
You worked for 4 hours.
I mean,
and you
come
got your
on, and
rent
that's
paid
3
for
days.
6 months.
All you need is 3 days, right? Think about it, 3 days.
Yeah.
Let's say you make, Thursday, Friday,
And Nevada
Saturday.
is reasonably priced
That's
to live.
30 G's, my G. That's 30
Yeah.
G's. You
Yeah,
go to
dude,
next week.
You do that shit on a Friday and
come
Saturday
on,
night, you get
bro.
20 G's.
Oh, come on. Come on.
That's
you don't got to
crazy-
do anything
crazy
for the
money,
week.
though.
You work Friday, Saturday again. You get your money and you come home and you be in a committed
Yeah.
relationship and you do the things you do. I don't think any type of sex work or any type of like work like that's attention like that is, I don't think it's wrong. And I also.
Okay. Let me propose this to you. So throwing some photos and things like that up on like an OnlyFans or maybe like a 30-second video clip or whatever. I honestly don't know exactly how OnlyFans works. Like I don't know if you can do videos or not. I guess so, yeah, because there's celebrity like Tyga puts videos of him fucking up there, right? That's like his. I think that's how he gets paid.
Yeah.
These days,
Yeah.
he's up there just fucking.
I mean,
okay,
the
so you
reality
can't
is,
post videos.
the reality is, my man Tyga has been involved in the porn industry for a while.
Yeah. But he's getting that money. Get that money, Tyga.
and he knew where to do it. He knew where to do it.
Yeah.
I remember listening to
He had
YouPorn radio.
He had the connection.
There was YouPorn radio on Sirius XM, and I found this fucking station in 2012, 2013, and I remember, fucking Jessica Bangkok, God bless her, she's lovely. She was using his song "Make It
Nice set of
Nasty" as her
tits.
intro. She's phenomenal. She's definitely one of my favorites. Jessica Bangkok, though, she was using Tyga's intro, and then he performed at the fucking AVN Awards that year, I think, or 2015. Like, he really has been involved in fucking porn. Like, that's been his side.
So
thing.
let me propose this though to you. So your lady throws some photos, maybe the occasional video, but she's not really talking to anybody in particular. Is it better for that versus what if she was a phone sex operator? Where she's talking to dudes.
I'm cool with
and
that
saying
too. I'm cool with that
dirty
too.
shit to them.
I'm cool with phone sex too. Phone sex is
Because
nothing.
she's probably doing that from the spare bedroom.
Phone sex.
She's in the
exactly. She's
in the
doing
house
it in the
still.
spare bedroom. She's doing it somewhere where she has. It's a job. She's acting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at it as nothing but acting. You are putting yourself in a position, in a vulnerable position that makes these guys believe that you're acting out whatever fantasy they want to act out. To me, it's not touching. My issue is touching. Once we get physical, once you're putting hands on my girl's breasts, touchy-feely, the arms around, the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just too much shit that I will definitely, once it gets physical, because there's that, like, you can look, but you can't touch it, and that's real. Like, Look all you want. You can look at my girl. 1,000%. But you ain't physically fucking touching and cuddling up and fucking nuzzling and doing all that shit with my girl. That's crazy. That shit is crazy.
So this is the problem that I have. This is like, there's that slight, like, if she's just snapping some photos and throwing it up there, like, there's no interaction. And I get it, after phone sex, eventually it's just work. You know, it doesn't do shit. But if she comes out of that room and then she's trying to get lovey-dovey with me, how do you not, like, take a second to be like, whoa, wait.
Well, at least...
Are you doing this because you just got revved up?
At least she didn't rub it out with him.
That's true.
At least she didn't rub it out with him. She waited till she was done with her job to fucking come and fuck me. That's the girl I want. That's the girl I want. Because now
because you just let some dude do all the pre-work.
You could look at it that way, but I'm looking at
all the warm-up shots.
I'm looking at it as look, man. It's like I'm looking at it as like a favor, like a thank you, homie. I appreciate it. Because yeah, man. Because
and you paid my lady.
Like you gave her money. Because you know what, dude. I think of these guys as suckers. You understand? Because for me personally, I wouldn't pay for phone sex, or I wouldn't pay for sex in general. There's so much free fucking porn. And you know, girls were asking in that chat. They were like, "Oh, you know, why?" They were asking the ladies, "Would you rather him watch and pay for, you know, direct content, or would you rather, you know, from OnlyFans, or would you rather him watch porn?" And I think the most feasible answer there is porn, because they were like, why do people want to buy the OnlyFans thing then? Why do people want to pay for that? And my answer was because they want to feel the personalization.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that.
If they feel included in those pictures, and they're like, damn, I just found this hot girl, I would fuck her brains out. All she's got to do is say my name in a video, or she's got to send me pictures directly. That makes me feel like I wanted to get that. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
So the dude, that's all he's really thinking. And I think that's why women think of it so deeply, like it's deeper to them. They think we're really like trying to see past them. And that's where I say
they look too much into it.
Yeah, and but I say when there's money involved, that should be a problem to her. From a dude's perspective. Like, I don't think a dude should be paying for OnlyFans if he's got a girl, unless it's an account that they both look at or they share or whatever as a couple and whatever. But to me, I don't think somebody should be paying for something sexual outside of what they got. So I agree with women on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's a little too far. We have to have...
Let's jump to the phone lines real quick. Before we do that, do we have any comments or anything?
Let's look.
I just want to give anybody a fair chance. We get accused of not reading the comments when there are comments to be read, so I just want to make sure everybody gets their take.
Well, there was one comment. Hi, I have nothing to do. What's good, Justin? That's the first and only chat. Shout out to you, my man. I appreciate you, doggy.
All right.
Thank you for showing up.
Go over here and I think this is Juan. He fucks with us on Twitter.
Oh, hell yeah. Juan fucks with us heavy.
Yo,
Juan, man, what's going on, buddy?
Not much. Just chilling. Just got home.
Hey.
Yeah.
My question with the OnlyFans and the, you know, if your girl, and you said it, you know, as long as there's no touchy, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
but where does it end? Like, let's just say there's no touchy-touchy. It's only fans, but then she gets a request. Let's just say, let's put it bluntly. Oh, I want you to, wear this pair of underwears, masturbate, and then send it to me. I'll give you $1,000.
So
will you agree to that?
So you're saying personal requests, like
when you're getting things in return now.
When you're getting things in return?
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's still $1,000 she didn't have. If it means,
but that's an interesting twist on it, though, because because now you've taken it to a real person that that dude, once he gets that package in the mail, he's definitely rubbing it out multiple times to your girl's panties.
But what does that have to do with her? It's not touching her.
Yeah,
it's still not touching her.
But
she ain't getting those.
Are you good with her sending her panties, her creamy panties to another
Send
dude?
the panties. I've fucking always said, I've always said, we should sell some panties. Like I should try to get my girl to sell some fucking panties over here. You know what I'm saying? Wear them for a couple days. You get a different couple tiers. You get the 4-day pair tier. You get the 2-day. You know what I'm saying? The longer, the smellier.
You just ate chili dog pair.
Yeah.
What's your take on it? What's your take on it, Juan? Are you somebody that would be cool with your lady doing this stuff?
No.
Let's
just say no. Let's just say your girl has an OnlyFans, right?
Yeah.
And she's doing it up, and she says, you know what? I want to smell you and your man.
Oh. Okay.
Go.
She's the female Brando.
Damn.
Yes, go have sex. And, I want to smell him and you on the panties. Mail me the panties. $2,000.
Well, now I'm getting involved. And we're getting 2 G's. So yeah.
Dude, look. You gotta understand, Juan. You're talking to 2 money-hungry bastards. All right. I'm gonna tell you right now. If my girl says she's getting $2,000 for me to come in her pussy and for her to cream
wipe the panties on it.
Yeah, for her to cream pie into a set of panties, and we're gonna get $2,000 for it. Sign me up. Where do I do it? Who is willing to pay the $2,000? I'm here. I'll do it. I am here.
Yeah, without a doubt.
But, man, thank you so much, Juan. We really appreciate it. Those are great spins to the questions, though, because, again, we're only 2 of several billion men, right? Like, and that's what I want to say. Like, we're only 2 who decide, but there's a lot of men who disagree with us, man. There's a lot of men who won't, in the first place, wouldn't even think, like, if their girl said, yo, let's start an OnlyFans, or I'm going to start an OnlyFans, their immediate thing would be to break up with them. And that would be the first instinctual thing to do. But I'm going to be like, look, we're going to market your shit. We're going to make you get some money. You know what I'm saying? Throw some pictures out there. Yeah, no, absolutely. Custom orders and all. We're going to make it happen. If you're beautiful enough, look, this is what I try to tell women, man. If you're beautiful enough and you feel like you're worthy enough to receive that much money, doing that, do it. Do it. Fuck what a nigga says, because you still getting the bag. You're still getting the bag. And there's freedom of choice, man. We don't have say. She has say. She has all the say in the world.
Yeah.
Because if we say no, we look like some crazy controlling weirdos. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a definite fact, bro.
Well, so then the other thing too is, like, on the flip side, ladies, what if this was your dude doing it? Like, hit us with your questions about that or comments about that, 844-997-0775. Are you cool with your dude? Like, I know it's not as popular, but, like, what if he's out there just slanging dick pics all over the place, making a couple $100 here and there, a couple $1,000 or whatever? Or he's
See,
Chip and Dale dancer or
honestly,
whatever.
I don't think girls will have issue with it. I think girls are with it. I think girls understand. Hey, if you have a beautiful enough dick that you think can make us a decent amount of money, I think they think put it out there. Why haven't you been doing this from the beginning? What happened?
Yeah.
I don't think women. There's a lot. Women are jealous creatures. They are, but they're not like man jealous. I think men have a totally different side of jealousy than women do, and it can get aggressive. But to them, like I think it takes a little more.
Yeah.
It's like the double standard of like, dudes who can accept their girls being with a woman, but they're okay with not having another girlfriend on the side because they're straight. Like men.
Yeah, like that's been one I can't wrap my head around. That's one that leaves me going, that doesn't make not a lot of sense on that one.
I can see where there's sense, bro. I can see where there's sense. Would I ever want to like deal with that? Nah. But I can see where there's this idea that if I already fulfill the man duties in your life, why do you need to have another man doing what I'm doing already? At that point, you're telling me it's a sexual thing because I'm already giving you the affection. I'm already giving you the this, the that. So if you're looking for another dude to do this, that's why it feels disrespectful. But if you're looking for a woman to maybe, I don't know, be there emotionally in ways that men can't sometimes, right? Where they want to be hugged and comforted and it's okay, honey. and we're just like, I don't know, figure it out, sweetie. I'm really sorry. I don't know what to tell you, like, but figure it out. Like, I'm here, but I don't really know what to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, maybe you need that type of comforting, but your man gives you everything but that. Or, I don't know, you want to receive shit from a woman, and she's willing to give it to you. That's fine with me. You know what I'm saying? Because women are more, like, well, not me personally, but, like, it makes sense to me. You know what I mean? If people would do it. But I think your issue more so is with the guy allowing not to have something else on the side if she's able to have something. Not on the side.
Have something on the side. Like,
and I get it.
If there's a way for both of us, why aren't we both doing it? I got something here for you guys. This will probably be coming out in a future podcast, but what if this was your girl? And real quick, actually, Juan, if you're still fucking with us listening, shoot us a DM with your email address, please, when you get a chance. But are you cool? So we had a good time with this clip. But what if this was your girl and she was doing this kind of stuff? Are you cool with this? Or are you going to have a conversation with her when she gets home?
I can queef on command. Ashley, fucking do it.
Do it, everyone. I'll command.
No, don't be grossed out. I can do it. This is my challenge. It's my normal.
Okay, so talent. Go ahead.
It's not normal. Okay, watch this. It's a weird ass. Dude, this bitch is a fucking. Look at her. Yes! 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 I'm telling you. Where's the mic?
Right.
Let her hold it.
Yeah.
No, she's literally brilliant. She knew Ashley.
Okay.
Yeah, she's literally brilliant.
She's literally
farting in apple.
brilliant.
sauce.
Oh, look who woke up.
Oh, rise and shine, daddy.
Of course, he came just
Of
as we
course,
played the
as
Queef
we're playing the
video.
Queef
Of course.
clip. That's what Brandon decides to show. I love you so much.
It's like magnet.
It was like
magnetic.
it's like the ship,
Yeah.
the sailormen, the ships at sea. They got the dinner bell that rings loudly back to the fucking. That's what the queef was. The queef was like the dinner bell to lead you back to the dock. So you.
But what if that's your late? What if that's your girl? What if you flipping through Twitter and you come across this video? What is this? and you hit play and you see that that's your girl. You're like,
I'll be like, hey, why didn't
is
you
she
tell me
sitting on
about the
couch
money we're
next
about
to
to
you
make?
eating a bowl of popcorn while you're watching a movie? Like,
it's
are you?
entrepreneurship at its best.
But she's not getting paid for that.
Okay.
That's just she was out. She was out with her girls, and some dude was
Listen,
taking.
I feel like we're about to
video.
get paid though. If that's the case, if she's queef videos,
Right.
if you
You're
can
on the
queef
next season of
command,
America's Got Talent.
Dude, there's no reason we shouldn't have our own show.
On command.
Yeah.
On command, she was fucking making that pussy fart. That's fantastic, man.
Wet
Look,
too.
Oh my god, that shit sounded fucking
juicy.
moist
Oh
as
my
fuck, dude. That shit sounds so juicy, bro. It's so real. But look, if it was my girl on the
48
real,
hours, you know where I've been.
I'm definitely gonna I still have trust issues, so I'm definitely gonna still ask questions and be like, you looked sloppy as
You
shit
have
in
to,
that
right?
video, bitch. Like, what the fuck were you doing? You know, did you fuck that nigga on behind the
Thank you.
camera? You know,
Like, it's gotta make that. That's it right there, right? Like, you have to have those wonders, right? Like, what did she do the rest of that
What
night?
did
Did her
she-
girls get her home safe?
Yeah.
Or hey, that was
What-
the night she didn't hit me up till 2 in the
What
afternoon.
did,
the
yeah,
next
what
day?
did you
Like,
tell
what
me
was
you were
going on?
doing that night? See, that starts
Yeah,
playing with my
yeah,
trust
yeah,
issues.
yeah.
I will
Yes.
genuinely admit that I
100%.
have too many trust issues for that shit to be of acceptable.
You've been
1000%.
burnt too many times.
Hell yeah.
You've been burnt too many times.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
what it comes down to. Yeah,
Holy
dude.
shit.
You've been
Dude,
burnt.
But you know how many men would probably like to my face call me a fucking pussy, right? Like they're like, but she's
Fuck
not
outta here.
yours, she's not this, she's not that, all this stuff. But it's like, nah, son, if we're in a committed situation, I need to know what went down in order for somebody to see you like that, to post that type of shit online of my girl, and I wouldn't even fucking know about it. Did you know you were getting filmed? Like, we need to have some. To me, if that's the first initial thoughts. That's the legit, real Danny thoughts right there. How it comes out the gate. But to Brando's point, if it means that she's gonna, let's say on the odd, case that she does become this viral sensation because of it, and she does start making money, or I don't know, somebody asked her to do queefing videos, and that was what her like OnlyFans was. That's when I would be like, all right, we might be all right. We might be all right. Bring in the cash, and we'll be all right.
Yeah.
You got to capitalize off of your mistakes. If you're gonna make mistakes, at least make some
You
some
do.
type of, some type
Of
of
course.
money, some type of money off of them. You know what I'm saying? If shit's gonna look that
course.
wild, goddamn it. Ryan C saying, I like on command more than on demand.
Yeah. 100%.
Well, at least he's honest.
Yeah.
That's how people got me too.
On demand, you're pumping too hard.
Yeah.
Slow down a little bit.
Yes.
You're-
Pull
you're-
back.
You're cranking too much
Yeah.
air. You're cranking too much air in there. Just ease down on the pumping. Just take it a little
You know what
easier.
I'm saying? Long strokes
really-
sometimes
you're really forcing it
are
in
good
there.
for her. You know what I'm saying?
Gives it time to let a little air release. Got a little air release. Gotta get a little bit of that.
Oh. You'll hear more of that
let it
video.
eat,
You'll hear more of that video on a podcast episode this week. But I'm gonna tell you right the fuck now, my G. That video makes me
When I
smile.
initially played it for you guys were dying.
That
You guys
shit-
were rolling.
that
Yeah,
sh-
Oh
that
my
shit-
God.
that was good.
That shit makes me.
Laughed until I
That shit
cried.
makes me smile.
844-997-0775. You want to talk to us about anything that we've been talking about so far. Join us on the lines. Talk to us. Share your thoughts. Ask us questions. Talk to us about anything. Share a story. Whatever you got. What's been going on this past week?
Yo, by the way, women. I know those girls sounded pretty young, so hopefully as women get older, that doesn't happen anymore.
Early 20s.
But chill with your friends. You better watch some of the female friends you hang around, because some of the female friends, They're the ones who are the problem.
Hey, some of those girls were trying to get her to stop, though.
Right.
So some of them had her back. Some of them were like, you can't be doing this. Don't be doing the queef. Don't be doing the queef thing. I know what you're about to do, Susan. You're about to do the queef thing.
You're drunk and you don't know it, but, like, come on, let's just go.
Yeah.
Like, there's a dude recording you right now. There should be those
And
are the girls in your tribe.
Then the one in the background is like, she's brilliant.
She's
we
brilliant.
should be making money. You need to pay us for this.
She's brilliant.
Somebody needs to write up a skit about that exactly. Like, girls are friends of drunk girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, drunk girlfriends of drunk girls. Because I
feel like we could do that.
Everyone, there's always one in the group. There's always, like you said, Adam, the one that is trying to get some money, and it's like, oh man, I see the camera out. This gonna be an opportunity. We about to hit it.
Yeah. They're feeling right. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. They just walking out the club finally.
Yes.
They're feeling good. Yeah.
The fucking walk of shame is happening the next morning.
Yeah.
You already know what's popping, bro. You already know what's popping. That friend is the fucking influence. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the friends who will say, yo, stop, chill, stop. Come on. Well, let's go home. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think that would be a fucking... there's a skit in there somewhere, man. There's a motherfucking skit in there.
Well, speaking of skits, do you got that video of the...
Oh, my God.
What's in the car?
I sure do.
I'd assume that's a little bit of along the lines of a skit.
It is.
But while you're pulling that up,
skit,
in stupid news, a Key West man was found 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock in the morning.
Come on.
On a Tuesday.
Come on.
On a Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Completely inebriated, found slumped over the steering wheel of a floating tiki bar off the coast of Key West, Florida. At some point in the middle of the night, the man had drunkenly stolen the floating tiki bar and drove it down the canal. And the police officers had found him at 8 o'clock in the morning, passed out drunk over the steering wheel. Talk about having a good night. Talk about when the cameras needing to be out. Like, get that guy on camera.
Jesus Christ.
I can only imagine how that went down, too. Like, he just stumbles down the dock and like, there's a floating tiki bar out here. Like, it's on like a barge type boat. This guy's like, let's go. He's just trying to get all the booze and liquor he can get.
Man. All right, guys. So I want to see what you guys think of this. Of course, we want to put a disclaimer. Well, I guess we don't have to. We have a black guy on the show. But in no way, shape, or form are we a racist show. We don't like racism
speak
over
for
here.
Yourself.
Hold on.
Just kidding.
Wait, I was going to make exceptions. I had a whole list of exceptions. Of what's acceptable over here. All right, so these are top things you will find in a black person's car. Okay?
Okay.
This the shit you gonna find in a black person's car. A bunch of random ass shit in the armrest you don't need. Fries up under the seat from 2 weeks ago that haven't aged and look exactly the same. Weed crumbs that's probably a whole blunt. Blunt guts and you don't even smoke.
Weed crumbs that's probably a whole blunt.
He's not wrong.
Hold on.
You'll find that in a lot of white people's consoles too.
You absolutely will, and that's why I wanted to make this point, Adam. Thank you. You're heading to what I was about to say after this video.
Exactly the same.
Weed
that's probably a whole blunt. Blunt guts and you don't even smoke. Random clothes from 6 different occasions. Your back seat is your closet. A basketball and you don't even hoop. Receipts for shit you can't take back. A glove compartment full of fast food napkins. Empty liquor bottle from when you don't know when because you stay drunk. The car air freshener little trees that's no longer no more because they been lost they smell. A random pair of shoes and flip-flops just in case you got to run up in somewhere right quick.
Hold on. Where are you running up into?
A random.
You know, the market. The market. You know, the corner store. You got to go pay the gas bill. You know, you got to pay the gas bill. They're about to cut the light off. They're about to cut the light off. They never say turn on, turn off. It's always cut on, cut off. They're about to cut off the light bill. I got to go pay that so I can get it cut on.
A substantial amount of emergency change in the cup holder that ain't never had no cups in it. A bunch of mail that ain't never made it into the house. A gas tank on E because you know your car. Lighters, the big and the crackhead lighter.
Yo, true
The
story.
crackhead ones, that's
exactly
them
how I
see-through
know.
ones
That's
that get a big ass
exactly how
flame
I
on
know
them.
those names. That's exactly how I know the crack lighters, Bics, and what was the other one he said?
Oh, that was it for lighters. Just the Bic and the crack lighter. The crack lighters, them transparent one, colored transparent
That's
ones.
the motherfuckers that are not
flame go high.
Lighters.
That are completely rounded.
The heavy duty.
And
At first I thought he was talking about the constant contact lighter. You know what I mean? The Zippo.
Oh no! He's talking about them cheapy lighters. The ones, not the Bics. Well, Bics you can get for $2.
No, crack lighters.
These crackhead lighters you get for $1.
About the
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
that's
crackhead ones, you can take the metal piece off, and there's like a way you can fuck with the little thing to make the flame go higher and lower.
Off. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can make the flame go like 6 inches tall. You can get that shit to roast a glass pipe. Suck that glass dick.
But to a point, I don't know if this is a black man's thing or a black person's thing. I think this is a dude's thing. I think if you said, what do dudes have in their car? I definitely, I remember laughing when I was a kid, seeing my mom's, it was a family friend, and she was a straight, dyke. You know what I'm saying? Straight lesbian, bro. And I remember she definitely was like, I'm all about, Versace men cologne and fucking, and then she was headed out the car one day, and she closes her car door, and she had change in the little handle on the door that you could use to pull your door shut.
Yep.
And I was like, that's some nigga shit for real. She really is a dude, yo. Because that's all I could think was that's more. I saw my dad do that shit, but I never saw my mom do that shit. I never saw my mom do that shit. My mom never put change in the little pocket on the door. That's crazy.
That's where I used to put mine. And I was telling you this too, I took advantage, behind the behind the stick shift on the center console, behind the shifter, there's usually a 6-inch wide, 7-inch wide, about 6 inches deep, 3 or 4 inches tall, open space. Dude, that was also probably anybody you ever talked to back then had a pair of sunglasses, at least 2 or 3 CDs that you knew banged, that were go-to no matter what. If you couldn't open up your big-ass binder and flip through those pages to find okay, this may have been 20 years ago, people. This may have been 20 years ago when you still had CDs in the car. But you find your mint and your gum in there and maybe some loose change, a couple straw wrappers. Could you take, drive through, you pop your straw wrappers down in there, you just throw them down in there. That's what I always had there. But the change in the armrest thing definitely was a good one. I always had a pair of basketball shoes and a basketball in the back seat, but I definitely played ball too. Though. Go up to the park and do some pickup. Yeah. I mean, the weed thing in the center console. Who didn't?
Honestly, I've never gotten into a 17, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old girl's car and seen a basketball back there. I've seen some nasty bitches' cars. You know what I'm saying? I've definitely seen the clothes. Yes, dog. If you are, she's definitely using that strap on, bro. Yeah. She's going ham. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. It really is a dude's thing. I don't know if it's necessarily a race thing, but I would say this is a dude. What would you put in your car? What would you find in your car if you were a messy, unorganized dude, right? Because they say a dirty car is your car is an extension of your house. And the dirt, if your
hence
car,
the mail thing. The mail thing was spot on too.
Yeah.
You got a couple pieces of mail that been in your car for 2 months, and it's that bill that you keep calling them like, I ain't got nothing. I don't know what you keep telling me you sent something. I never got it, but it's that one. It's sitting in your car right there. It's in between
the seat and the console, baby. It's between the seat and the console.
Yes, that's exactly where it is.
Yo.
It's between the seat and the console, shoved down between there. It's wedged in there.
I'm gonna tell you how common it is for black people to put shit between that in that area. I actually hid report cards and shit in that area from my parents.
100%.
Like so, so if you wanted to hide some shit, all you would have to do is just go find the mail.
That's a scary place,
basketball magazine.
That's a scary place.
Just shove it right in that motherfucker.
Because then if they end up finding it, they're like, oh, I guess I did put this here, and I guess I already punished him for this. Whenever they find it, they're gonna find it later than when it was already assigned.
They're gonna
think
they did it. So your parents are gonna think they did it.
It's always a risk. It's always a risk because what I've noticed about parents is that if they study something too intently, then it's your ass. They start looking at dates like, okay, so September.
Facts,
what you usually want to do is you want to cut them off at the knees. Don't let them read too deeply into it if you're not trying to have them read the whole damn thing. Break a glass, cause a problem, cause a distraction. Make them drop that card and not think about it again. You know what I mean? But thankfully, I usually have pretty good grades. But sometimes, that was the one thing, though, about growing up. Like, my family didn't want you to have good grades. They wanted you to be ideally perfect. You should have the best of grades, especially if you always had them before. So, shit, they fell off. You better keep that shit quiet. And that's exactly what I would do. I would just try to keep it quiet, because I knew what I was sucking in.
Yeah.
My mom always knew when I was getting good grades because I'd bring that shit home and throw it right in her face.
Shut up.
Knew,
Shut up.
Good. Yeah.
Shut up.
You did
when
good
she didn't hear
term,
anything,
huh?
she was like every couple months she'd be like, I don't
so you failed again, huh? You
what's
failed
good,
again,
bro? Like, why haven't I
okay.
seen a fucking report card, bitch?
That's why your punk ass is going to summer school again. Hope you enjoy school.
Oh my god.
Yeah. She blew a cigarette smoke in my face. poured beer in my Cheerios.
Oh my god.
844-997-0775. You want to talk about anything we've been talking about? Use that hashtag comfortably poor across the social media platforms at CPPod100. Big shout out to Keurig. Keurig fucks with the Comfortably Poor podcast. If you haven't heard about Keurig, they have stepped up their game from coffee pods to cocktail pods. Delicious cocktails in a pod with all the liquor, the mixer, everything right there in a tiny, teeny pod. Pop it in. You got a delicious cocktail in less than 10 seconds with the new DrinkWorks home bar system. It comes with a CO2 adapter to carbonate your beverages, so you can carbonate all your whiskey colas, spritzers, things like that. There's so many options for beverages, 30 plus pods, and the list is still growing. So if you go to drink.works/CPPod, you can save $50 on your new Keurig DrinkWorks home bar station. Again, go to drink.works/CPPod and save $50 on your new Keurig DrinkWorks home bar station. It's pretty dope. I got one. It's pretty awesome. Big shout out to Keurig.
Shout out to Keurig on that.
Let's get drunk.
Everybody.
You guys know who Tom McDonald is?
I know the name. Yeah, I've seen him on Rogan, right? He's been on Rogan?
Tom McDonald.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know if he has. He's a hip-hop artist that has zero filter, but he speaks a lot of truth in all of his raps and what he says.
Oh.
And he put out a track the other day that's getting a lot of traction on YouTube. And it's what a lot of his songs do. We'll probably get flagged for this, but who cares? We don't monetize anyways. But I want to get your guys' reaction because we get a little in-depth here. We talk about some in-depth shit. but Tom kind of does this with his music, so.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls. There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. It's backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it, 'cause you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public. As children, we were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. Cancel culture runs the world now, the planet went crazy. Label everything we say as homophobic or racist. If you're white, then you're privileged, guilty by association. All our childhood heroes got Me Too'd or they're rapists. They never freed the slave.
Okay.
Not necessarily wrong there.
There's
Not
a lot of things that are right.
necessarily wrong
No. There's a lot of things that are right. There's 2 points I want to address. The 2 points that I want to address. The first one is Cardi B. And this idea that she should be making music for 12-year-olds. Cardi B has said it herself. She said my music is for adults.
Not a role model.
If parents, parents are allowing their kids to listen to Cardi
Kids shouldn't
B,
be rapping about wet ass.
come
pussy.
on, bro. But that's the parents' fault. And I understand it's harder to control what kids see today because of how much access they have to the internet. But that's why I'm so strict on my whole idea of giving, waiting to their teenagers and or when Brando said 18 and having a leash on that because of shit like this, because of how accessible it is. And then people say, they go around thinking, oh, like Cardi B is out here deliberately making music for 12-year-old girls. It's like, no, she's making music for adults, and adults are letting their kids hear it. Period. It's what it is.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, oh, damn, what was the other point? Fuck. We're going to have to go to that video again in a minute.
Well, I'll play a little bit more. We won't go through this whole thing. It's a 4-minute song, but the song is Tom McDonald, Fake Woke. Because a lot of people say they're woke and they understand what's going on. He's kind of trying to, play the devil's advocate to it. So let's listen to a little bit more. And,
I actually really
breaks
like
down
what
some
he
more
was
stuff.
saying.
No,
Yeah.
Guilty by association. All our childhood heroes got Me Too'd or they're rapists. They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need to change. They gave us tiny screens. We think we free because we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they use the media to feed the flame. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings.
So, I'm going to tell you right now.
Tell me why.
Yo,
This
let me
guy-
get on this track with this nigga. Yo, we could fucking kill some shit. Nigga.
They're
Yo, me
going
and
to
this
shut
dude?
this guy down like they
serious?
did Immortal Technique. You remember when
They haven't.
When the government
He
was
gets pushed.
behind?
He gets pushed.
Shit-a-roni. How?
That's because
He's at top. He's independent. He's independent, and everything he
That's
does
one
is
reason
like
right
on
there.
YouTube. And
that's one reason right there.
he's the last like 4 or 5 tracks he's released have been #1 tracks. Like as far as like internet goes, he's not like a Billboard artist or anything like that. But people fuck with him because he's so real.
That's lit.
This is a really good one.
I think it's crazy how these people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor cause he wears a mask or he stays home. Has a daughter, but his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue cause they choose what they erase. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same. I just want to spend thanks.
Facts.
There's real shit there.
Facts is fake woke,
yeah.
but that was 100% real right
and
there.
none of us are Black Lives Matter, want to say backers.
But not wrong either what he said about having a daughter, but you're picking her up from school, banging a track about flipping a hoe and banging out a hoe. What does that say? Like what kind of picture are you painting for your daughter when that's the song that you're banging when you're picking her up from
I could
school?
argue.
Well, that's
I could
just-
argue
that's
every
just-
point.
so
I
that's
could argue
my question,
every point, right?
though, right? Yeah. Well, yeah. That's my whole thing. Is like, why are you listening to that sort of music with your daughter in the car if that's the actual implication.
No, I think what he's saying is
because it gives
no.
you looks,
He's
right?
saying
Like,
he's
you're
saying
like, ooh, look that guy.
why would you go off and record content about?
Oh, why would you
record content like that when you're going off to pick up your daughter after recording one of those songs just like that
after a studio session?
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
I can. Now that's a different question, and that actually has an easier answer.
Definitely.
Yeah,
but
it's an interesting track. If you haven't heard it yet, go check it out. Tom McDonald, Fake Woke.
like it.
He's got a lot of tracks that are like that.
I fuck with that. I'm not even gonna lie.
There's some shit.
Yeah.
What the?
You know what? I want to see. Let me see. There's one I wanted to play for you guys, but since we're on it,
do we have a call?
Let me see if I can get it pulled up here real quick. I think we do.
Okay. Because then we can set this up. We can do this real quick.
If the
844-997-0775 if you want to call in, say hi.
Yo.
I know.
You're live with the Comfortably Poor podcast.
Hello.
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 Is this JJ?
Hey. Hi. This is.
Oh my goodness. Hello. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for actually doing this. I appreciate it. So.
Oh, this is what we were talking about earlier.
This is what we were talking about earlier.
Before we went live.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So check it real quick. I want to bring this to you guys, to you guys' attention. So I was reading an article the other day, and it was talking about how radio is having a tough time finding engineers, like actual broadcast engineers that say, they know how to fix a transmitter. They know what to do at the transmitter site. Like, they can replace capacitors and they know just electricity and all this fucking shit, currents and waves and all that bullshit. Modulation. That's an old job. That's a job that till this day, like today, nobody really is going to school for it because they don't really have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, or they don't really feel like they need to. Now, my friend JJ here works closely with plumbers. And I was trying to give an analogy to say that plumbers are kind of...
Is that a euphemism?
No.
Jesus. I'm sorry. Jesus, the niggas got tools, cousin. They got big tools, bitch.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, dig out them pipes, yeah. Hey?
I'm sorry.
So we got to get ratchet a little bit real quick. But
we're 3 years old.
Yeah, exactly. But the idea is this the same way for plumbers? Are plumbers are they just these older guys now? Like, is that an old industry too? Are you seeing young guys come into the game as you work there as a dispatcher, or are they old construction guys, old guys who know how just, the anatomy of a house works, and they're just coming in to do this job because nobody really will do it?
So actually, as much as it sounds like it would be an older person's job, I do, and I have had a fair amount of younger technicians, most of them being, I would say, early to mid-20s.
Wow.
But no, I do see it a lot. It's usually, however, it's never, from what I've seen so far, some younger kid that just decided to pursue the trade of plumbing. Usually it's somebody who grew up in the industry somehow, who knew someone who...
Okay, that's what Adam was saying earlier. That it's like family.
That's what I was saying. It's a generational thing, right? Like, the plumbers are generational people. You have Tom's Plumbing, Bob's Plumbing, or the Smiths plumbing, like it's generational things that your dad's 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 dad, like, you know, he keeps passing down the business and the torch to you, and you kind of just learn the family trade.
So.
Damn, that's so crazy.
Definitely. Usually, if I see somebody like starting out real
turn
new,
the phone down a little bit, bro.
on like some kind of construction side of a business, they're not usually. I've never seen like a plumber, a young plumber. Usually, they're learning. Usually it's definitely somebody who grew up.
If you are getting people that are in their, let's say, 20s, early, mid, late 20s, I feel like that's also an industry that you probably get like people with records, like a felon or some kind of records that they can't get a lot of jobs, but they can get those kind of jobs.
I would be lying if I said I worked with completely like harmless. I work with criminals on a daily basis. I can tell you, I've got some convicted felons.
That's
I work
bananas.
with every day. No,
or you smoke a lot.
thing.
You do something that you know you can't pass a drug test, and a plumber's probably like, can you fucking put this caulk on a pipe? Can you wrap this pipe with tape? Yeah. Okay, then you're hired.
Right.
Like
it literally just takes me right back to, is he Mexican, to about Alabama's boyfriend, and she goes, no, he's a felon. That's why he's a landscaper, right? It's like, holy shit! Like, I guess that's real. Like, there's specific jobs that you get into.
He's a felon. That's why he's a landscaper.
Oh my god,
that is so fucked up. That
dude.
Felon as a
felon
landscaper has now been equated with Mexican.
I know.
How long have you been doing this, working in this industry, JJ?
That's terrible.
How long have you been working in this industry, JJ?
In the industry, this will be my 5th year. In May, I will have worked 5 years in the industry. So I started.
Are you with the same? Have you been with the same company this whole time?
21 now. I'm not. Unfortunately, I've been through about 4 different companies. Most of it was because of business closures. They were real small companies.
Yeah.
And then I actually just recently got to be manager of one of those companies for 1.5 years.
Nice.
So I've had some stable careers, but I haven't unfortunately been at the same place.
Yeah.
Get your money though, man. Fuck it. They treat you good though. Like, I'm sure. I mean, no disrespect. You're young. You're pretty. Like, I'm sure you get gawked at all fucking day by a bunch of fucking ass crack showing plumbers.
I mean, it's 260 pounds.
You don't spend 5 years in the industry
men.
and not mess with a couple of plumbers. I'm not gonna lie.
That's my girl. Hey!
Cranked a couple pipes, if you know what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She's got to test them out. You know what I'm saying? She's got to test them out before the job.
You took a couple ratchets.
Yeah, you know, a couple don't slip through the cracks. It's not gonna be a solid 5 years.
You put a socket or two. That's okay.
Lube the thread a little. You know what I'm saying? Lube the thread.
Yeah.
We're fucking idiots. This is the stupidest show in the world. I'm so glad
Play
that you
that
fuck
mouth
with us.
organ.
Like, we know this is the stupidest show, but that's the purpose of the show. We're here to just talk some shit.
JJ, thank you for servicing the men before they come and service us. We appreciate you. And no, thank you so much for coming on the show. We need more JJs in the world.
Grease our plumbers before they come and grease
Your
our
dad
pipes.
needs to donate. All right, donate some ball bag babies.
I'm not gonna lie to you, honestly.
Liquid.
Like, can I ask? This is completely a side note here because this is obviously a connection for Dan, but I've seen JJ's name like on social media, and I'm not gonna lie, like I thought you were a dude. Like what is the JJ stand for?
Oh no, we're not doing that here.
Yeah. That's the government.
That's funny.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
That's the government. She's got to protect something, all right?
Hey, I had to
I'm with it,
I had
though.
to
Listen,
try.
I appreciate you so much for
No,
coming
I
on.
appreciate you,
she's
Colin.
not
Yeah.
protecting.
Thank you for agreeing to do this. I really appreciate
100%.
you.
100% we do.
Yeah, no
You're the
problem.
best,
Thanks for having
JJ.
me.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Keep doing what you're doing. God bless
To
you.
us and to those plumbers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's an interesting take, though. It is so true that there are industries where they're just family-based industries. You know, they're industries that are old school mentality industries. You're not gonna go to a plumber and he's gonna be like, yeah, just Venmo me $100. I'm like, no, he's gonna go to his truck. He's gonna write you out a fucking carbon copy receipt and be like, here's your receipt. Give me cash.
Well, Adam,
That's just how this business works.
It goes to the conversation we were having earlier as well about how there's a generational gap there, right? Because there are certain jobs that Gen Zers won't do. You know what I'm saying? Like they won't fucking, you know, I gave you the example of shoveling. When I was growing up, shoveling snow, you go around to the fucking rich neighborhoods, you go to the burbs, you ask people if they need their snow shoveled, you shovel their snow, and certain people would pay you a decent amount of money. They would pay you nice. My buddy used to walk away with $300, sometimes $500 in a really bad snowstorm. He would get like $300.
Bro, you're talking
at
about
the minimum.
the early 2000s.
And this is what I'm talking.
Like way.
But this is what I'm talking about. No kids would do this shit today. That's what I'm trying to say. Like they think they're too good for that.
Well,
they need a boss
And the
to
truth is,
blame
like,
something
who's gonna
on.
pay them well,
right?
But no one's gonna pay.
No
these
one's
guys
gonna pay
well
them.
either, though.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be straight up and down. I'm not paying nobody $300 to fucking shovel.
Not
my snow.
300. No.
You know.
I said collectively through the houses throughout the week. You go and shovel people's houses, and
but
you collect over time.
No. Yeah, that makes sense. No, but even still, like think about it today, right? All right, let's say for example that you go to your average upper middle class white neighborhood today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say for example they give you $10 because that's probably what they'll give you. 10 if you're getting 20, you're in a real nice neighborhood, brother. You know, so
it's real shit.
Like you might be getting $10-15 a driveway. You know what I mean? And if it's a nice ass house, you probably get a spacious ass driveway. So maybe you do 4 houses. Maybe you 6 houses, 4 of them pay you. And again, that's still kind of being generous. But like, so let's say 15 times 4, that's $60. $60 on one block. Maybe you do 5 blocks. If you do 5 blocks, you could get to maybe 300. But I think a lot of Gen Zers aren't going to do 5 blocks. If they see slim pickings on 1 block, they're not going to be trying to get to 5 blocks, bro. That's cold ass snow they got to shovel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Man, you're right.
They out there in thermal boots and shit. You know what I'm saying?
They gotta get
Well, it's even cutting grass. You don't see kids cutting grass anymore either.
Yeah.
I used to cut grass.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, in the summertime, you could get up at 8 in the morning, be out there by
You
8,
really are
9
down
in the
with
morning.
the brown.
Yeah, I am. No, I'm down with the green, Holmes. Like, I'm trying to get that Fetty Wap, baby. Like, let's do this thing, baby.
He learned
Come
how to
on.
swim at a real young age.
Yeah, 100%. But I don't know. Those are the things you're 100% right though. You're not gonna see kids doing that. You're just not. And I mentioned this because when we were talking about this, kind of prepping for this, you're not gonna see Gen Zers working bagging groceries. You go to a grocery store and watch somebody bag your groceries, it's probably gonna be a 30 or 40-year-old person. It's or honestly, when I was in Little Rock, I will say this is one thing that I was impressed by with Little Rock, and it was Kroger. It was Kroger grocery stores in Little Rock because I haven't seen it do it anywhere else. But a lot of their people working what they call, what they call a courtesy clerk. So you do the bagging the groceries, gathering up the carts, all that kind of stuff. were people with disabilities, were people that were,
The ones I hate
like high
shopping with.
functioning autism. Yeah, that was an issue that I had, but I gave the respect to them.
But I liked it that they was
because
working.
a
They
lot
were
of people aren't
working.
giving the, yes,
bro. Yes.
working 8-hour shifts, 5 days a week, making that money. You know,
Come
they
on.
might still be 40 years old living with their parents or in
You
an
can't
assisted
hate on
living
the
place,
hustle.
but they're
You can't
going
hate on
every
the
day,
hustle, my
going to
G.
Kroger. Yeah. So I respect that,
mean-
but you're not going to see
Yeah.
an 18-year-old or a 16-year-old working a 4-hour shift after school bagging groceries. You're just not going to see that. It just doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, no, Gen Zers.
That's what I grew up doing.
So-
I started working in groceries at
That's
14.
what I'm saying, bro. You work the shittiest jobs and
So
work your way
I'll
up
be-
to a decent fucking job where you're like, okay,
Yeah.
you know what,
Are
this
we
isn't half
segregating?
bad.
100%.
I think we often like put millennials and Gen Zers and also separate them without actually realizing it. So like, for the sake of this conversation, are we separating Gen Zs from millennials?
Yes.
Yeah,
and the
I'm
reason
technically a
okay.
millennial, but I'm early millennial because I'm born in 82. I'm that
So-
late.
I think
Millennial.
millennials have
That
pretty
Gen
much
Z,
secured
Gen
what they
X
wanted
is
to
like-
do. That's the thing. I think millennials
Yes.
they eventually get to a destination. Gen Zers, it just feels
But
like they're
times
just
are
still trying
different
to
for
pick.
them too.
Yeah, but it's also kind of not
The
fair
internet
to malign
has
Gen
made
Zers because
working
Gen Zers
so
are largely
much
children
different.
right now. Yeah, and I was just
Well-
so you what you just brought.
Yeah,
you
but
just
I was
brought up
working
what
at
I was about to
14
bring up.
years old.
No, but we're talking Gen
these-
Zers
well,
are
no,
still
no, no,
20,
so-
21,
no,
22.
Hold on, no. See, no, hold on. Let me re-angulate because that's kind of where I'm going with this. So I agree that I don't see a lot of Gen Zers doing jobs like that. That's a fact. But the Gen Zers that I see that are doing jobs, I'll give you an example. One day, you know, like when you've had a long ass fucking party the night before and you're sleeping off your shit,
had a couple
or
of
it could
those.
be, or it could be worse, right? It could be worse if you actually did wake up. But I actually got pulled out of my sleep by a persistent knocking at my goddamn door, and I didn't know what the fuck it was because people don't really knock at my door like that, you know. So I went ahead and went down there and answered it finally. Looking like Satan, probably. But I went ahead and answered it. And the guy is literally trying to sell me some insurance. Like, he's trying to sell me some defense shield or some legal shield or some shit like that, bro. Like, some insurance that niggas have never heard of, brother. Like, really? Like, that's
Yeah.
that's what we're doing, doc. And again, like, a lot of times you see like a Mexican or a black dude trying to do some shit like this. No, G, this guy was white as the driven snow. My man said, "Do you need insurance? We can take care of you. Do you need protection for your?" Oh, he was offering car protection. He was offering all types of shit, bro. I think the Gen Zer. The Gen Zer, the successful Gen Zer in the workspace is that entrepreneur. I think the Gen Zer has taken entrepreneurship to a whole new level, bro.
That's
These niggas
100%. That's
are
100% true. I was telling
what I
Dan
feel like,
that
bro.
when we were
That's
kind of
what I'm saying.
prepping for this. The internet
Yeah.
has allowed them to become
internet,
business
bro.
people.
The internet has
Influencers,
allowed
social
them-
media, YouTube, whatever, like Twitch.
Yeah.
You can.
An 18,
We
an
played video
18-year-old
games for
has the
entertainment. We played
platform
video
to be a
games to
millionaire.
kill time. Kids now, 16-year-olds, are playing video games not to entertain
For the
themselves,
enjoyment
but
of
to
other
you
fucking
people.
make money.
But you understand what
Yeah,
comes
they're
with
playing
that
for the
though too.
enjoyment of other people.
But you know what comes
Yes.
with that though too,
Yeah, there you
right?
go, Brando.
It
100%.
comes with higher numbers, right? Higher expectancies. I remember when 10, 11
Yes.
years ago, having 2,000 fucking views, when I was hitting 2,000, 3,000 views on some of my videos on YouTube, I thought I was king shit. Now, if you don't even have like fucking 15 in the first, 6 hours, you're not even relevant. Nobody gives a fuck about you, right? And so it changes numbers, and I think it also, I feel like, and I hate to put Gen Zers down or people who really feel like they can make a career with the internet. You have to be business savvy. It's still not like
You do.
the internet is
But some of these kids have their parents working with them,
and that's
the savvy side.
How is that different?
Yeah.
How is that different? Because this
sure.
is what I was going to say. My point is to say that the internet is just the brand new, I want to be a singer when I grow up. I want to have a band when I grow up.
Yeah.
That's all the internet is today. Because think of the child. How is that any different from the child stars that made it? There was a lot of time it was their moms managing them, and then eventually when they hit a major label, they fucking got a manager from the label or whatever the case may be. But most of these child stars, exactly.
Yeah.
But most of these child stars always started out with the push of their mom or their parent who had the stamina to do it. And that's the thing. It's like, I know if my mom, and this is not to shit on my mom at all, but I know if my mom was more interested in actually doing business for me when she knew I was doing music, I probably could have been somewhere.
Could have pushed more for you.
It definitely could have been. I could have been somewhere.
Could have drove.
You know what I'm saying? Like, doing it by yourself, being your own team on the internet is hard. You still need a team. Just like when an artist is coming up and developing.
We know that right now. We're all in our late 20s and early in 30s. Like we're seeing it's we understand business. We understand how the industry works. We've seen the industry become the industry.
Yes.
And we're trying to do it, and we can't. We're still struggling to figure it out. We're still trying to make it work. Let's go to the phones again. Slim's got something to say. And shout out to Slim because he's raising kids that know the cost of $1. And he's got a daughter that's working 2 jobs.
Goddamn
Years
right.
old, and that's what I'm fucking talking about.
Goddamn right, King.
Slim's laying down the law.
Goddamn right, King.
That's what it is.
Well, I want to bring him in. There you go. What up, Slim?
What's up, y'all? What it do?
What's going on, my
What's
brother?
cracking, homie?
So, oh man, sit back, put some of this good chronic in the air, listening to y'all.
Yeah, boy.
That's what we like to hear.
Ooh wee. Yes.
So look, so peep this. I had to. Okay, so look, this is real spill right here, man. Look, first of all, what the fuck is a Gemini? What the fuck is y'all talking about? What is that?
Gen Z.
The fuck is that? What is that?
Yo, I was in Clubhouse the other day. Yo. I was in Clubhouse the other day, and this girl was like, she went to go say Gemini. She said Gemini. Yo, that shit had me rolling for about 15 minutes, bro. She said Gemini. She said Gemini, bro. I said, yo, Gemini.
Hey, a Gen Z is basically your kids. Basically, your kids are
anybody born
That's
after
their age group.
96.
It's
Anybody
their generation.
Anybody born after 96. That's the generation. Gen stands for generation.
Yeah. So your kids are Gen Z.
Oh, now they got a slang. Oh, that's the new slang for gender. Like, yeah, they make a new word every day. Now they got Gen Zinies now, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gen Zinies. Yeah, they got the Gen Zinies.
Have you referred to your
they
wife's
have
private
Zinies
area
now,
as her WAP yet? Or would you get slapped?
Hell no, I'm black.
Yeah, you can't play that. You can't play that.
If you guys only knew the conversations we have on the phone sometimes.
Hell no.
Like, come on, give me that WAP. And that bitch is like, whops you in the face, bitch. Like,
Hey, look. It's too cold outside. It's cold outside. It's winter time.
he said, I'm trying to sleep in the bed, not on the couch.
Phoenix. This fucking guy, he said it's too cold outside. He's in Arizona.
Real quick, to show some love in the comments, real quick before you move forward, Slim. Ryan C saying we're getting snow Monday, so I'm getting out my checkbook and my shovel.
Yeah.
See?
Find some kids in the neighborhood.
Justin saying
Somebody will do it.
Justin saying the thing is with computers that everyone has a chance to be the industry. There's nobody freezing you out except luck, time, and yourself.
You are your boss.
Yes.
Yeah, you are the person.
Mm-hmm.
You are you are the ship. You are the one guiding the
and
ship.
I want to focus on the luck part because that's real shit. You know, Bert Kreischer was saying that in an interview with DJ Vlad. He was saying, and I was so happy that he was honest about performative success. He said, if it wasn't for me being friends with Tom, I wouldn't be here.
Or Will Smith.
Or Will. I wouldn't be.
Will Smith is who gave him his big break.
I wouldn't. Okay, exactly.
Will Smith read
that's
his
right.
Rolling Stone article.
I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
All
if
of
that,
it is luck.
Yeah.
Even if
Slim, you just experienced this at fucking 43 years old. You like, it wouldn't be for Snipe being in the right position to plug you in with one of your favorite rappers to get him on your beat. Like, that's luck. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. You know?
with anything, bro, it takes luck. It takes luck for a kid to dunk the first time, or somebody in a wrestling match to get slammed the first time. I mean, it's all luck. Now, that first time, you're going to get lucky. Everybody do. When you come to Vegas, what you do? You get lucky. You go to the casino. Everybody got that one little luck. You feel me? And then after that, it's up to, like you said, the person to take what they get their foot in their door with that one chance. Everybody get a chance. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah. Let's talk about
whatever it is you try to do. Everybody get a chance for that. So if you put your foot in there and get in where you fit in, then it'll work for you. If not, then you got to try something else.
Going back to the Gen Zers and things like that, the kids these days working and
I just
stuff.
found that out today. That's crazy. I just learned something new. Gen Zer.
Thank
Huh?
you.
I'm going to go in the house.
We're teaching out here, baby. We're educating out here. I love it.
We're educating. But you got a daughter that's been working 2 jobs for the last year and a half, 2 years. Like, what motivated her? Like, why is she
and how old is she
than these other kids out here, do you think? I think she's how old is she?
She's 17.
Yeah. But she's been working for 2 years, right? Roughly 2 years?
Want to do something with herself. Like, I mean,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, once again, if you motivated, excuse me.
Turn the phone down a little.
If you motivated, then you're going to make it happen. If you ain't, then that ain't for you. Some people pick, just straight up, she a nerd. Let me just say that. She a nerd. She
Only
likes
a parent
learning.
can say that.
Who did that? Was that you or your wife? Was that dad or mom?
Oh, that's mom's.
Oh no, that was mom all day.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. He dumb as rocks.
Yeah, no, that was mom.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was mom. Hey, but it's all good though. You need that balance in the family though. You feel me?
Yeah,
it's true. It's very
you gotta
true.
have that balance.
You need that balance.
He
Anyway,
can sit on the
no,
phone
no,
and make
no,
dick
just
jokes
say
with me all
opposite
day long,
attract,
and his
right?
wife is still bringing home the bacon, so it's all good.
fuck it, as most women
That's what
should.
they say, right?
Switch the roles, baby. We ain't in the 50s no more.
You know.
Come on.
That's funny as hell.
I'll clean the house. You go bring the money.
Real life here. This is real
Come
life.
on. Stop fucking around, bro.
We're wrapping up though. What you been doing on this Saturday night, Slim?
Well, right now I'm sitting in my garage enjoying a fat ass blunt. This is I forgot the name of it, but whatever it is.
It's doing the job.
And I got a little Crown Royal in my cup, and I'm listening to y'all. Fools.
Hey,
what's right
what's it been like the first full month in Arizona with recreational weed? Fill the people in. What's recreational weed been like?
Man,
in
I got
Arizona?
an attitude about that. Let me talk about that for a second.
Let's go. The floor is yours.
Shit. Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Here's the problem. First of all, they surprised me with the shit. They just one day we was driving down the street and
it's been passed since last year. It couldn't have really been a surprise.
Every fucking dispensary that you pass by, like, what the fuck going on? And then my wife was like, no, remember they passed? I'm like, man, I ain't gonna never get no weed.
As he's
so I got around their ass. I got slick on their ass, and I just started doing the online orders instead of waiting in the line.
That's man.
So let me ask Dan this too. Like in Colorado, they didn't have this in Oregon. Oregon was pretty much on pace with Colorado, but we didn't have deliveries. Do you guys got weed delivery there in Colorado?
The only place they do deliveries is in I think Vegas just approved it, but the only place they do it is in Cali. Cali's they got.
No, he's in Arizona.
Hang on. Back up. So,
ever since I've been
what do you mean
knowing
when you
Slim,
say
he's delivered? Like they got apps.
Well, hang on.
They got like Uber Eats, but for weed.
Wow.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
But what do you mean when you say they don't deliver in
app.
Oregon? Like the dispensaries
don't deliver.
They don't.
Or
They don't bring it to your
independent
house.
deliveries?
They don't make independent
Bring
deliveries
it to your house. You have to go there and.
So
get
you're
it.
telling me that there's one weed service that Illinois has that a place like Oregon doesn't have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
If y'all
deliver.
got
Well, they don't do
different
delivery
services.
here in Colorado.
Yeah,
It's not legal. It's not possible.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a
in
thing.
Oregon either.
Yeah, they deliver it here in Illinois, or not here, or I'm not in Illinois now, but you know what I mean. They deliver it in my home state. So
Well,
yeah, it's weird.
Peak game. It's what it is. Okay. So it's new to everybody. You know, now everybody can get it, and then it's gonna calm down. But what they did do for us is they got out here where they got certain hours where the people with the card holders can go. You know what I'm saying, and get their
Slim
shit.
is a card holder.
And then the other regular people can come in.
Regular people.
The
Less privileged.
Yeah, the ones that don't matter as much.
Yeah, no, I used to
Said
call them
the patients
resistance.
and
Now
the
it's regular.
vagrants.
See, everybody used to be.
But I mean, ever since
Yeah,
I've been
man.
knowing you, you've been talking about Arizona had delivery. I mean, that's going on like 4 years now, 5 years now. Arizona's been having delivery. So
Once again,
I mean,
I've
they've been ahead of the
having my
game.
Card since the shit.
I matter, bitch.
Well, okay, yeah. So before then, it was for card holders only because it wasn't recreational. But still, for card holders, they were bringing that shit straight to your doorstep. Even in Oregon, when it's been recreational for the last 2 or 3 years, they weren't doing that shit. You have to take your happy ass to the dispensary.
I tell you what, who else you know in Oregon where you can go get a bag of cocaine and don't get in trouble for it?
Well, that's
Right?
started
That's
on
it.
January 1,
That's
too.
what I'm saying. Yo, that's what I'm saying, big homie. That's what I'm saying, baby. Yeah.
You can buy mushrooms from dispensaries. You can get a bag of mushrooms at a dispensary now.
Man,
Dude, I'm going
that's
to Oregon.
fire.
I told
I'm going
Slim
to
that
Oregon,
the other day. He
man.
didn't believe
And Colorado.
I gotta dance around needles, but it's okay. I'll go to
Oregon is the
Oregon.
place to be
Oregon.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Go to Oregon, get
Hey,
you one of them
it's so
fucking
lovely out
stupid
there. But look,
bitches and shit.
they really decriminalized them drugs. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But I thought
It's all
that
right.
was smart. I honestly thought it was smart because it's certain
was one of
amounts.
the
It's
best
like less
things.
than a gram, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And it really can help people. Like, is it really beneficial to put a person in jail because they had a little gram of coke on them? Like,
No.
wouldn't it
But
be more
put this into
beneficial to put them
perspective,
through
though.
some counseling or some treatment or
I mean,
something?
look what you're saying. A motherfucker.
Or
you
to
get
teach
caught
them
with
how to hide it better.
You get caught with a bag of
That too.
cocaine and some weed, you good. What?
Yes, but you're okay. So you still have to pay a price for it. You're gonna pay a fine, but you're also gonna be put
Yeah.
into like a treatment program. You're not going to prison. You're not going to jail. You're going into
No,
more
I'm
of a
not saying
treatment.
send nobody to jail. It's just look at the times. Fucking
Oh, the
cocaine
times. Yeah,
is
yeah.
legal.
Yeah, because if this was just
That's crazy.
last year, you'd get popped for that shit. You do 30 days, you do 60 days, you might do a year.
That's wild,
if you
man.
already
That is
got
wild,
shit on your
bro. I'm
record,
telling
you
you,
might do
that's
2
crazy.
years. Yeah.
Who'd have ever thought marijuana would be legal? And I mean, it's
Who would have ever thought mushrooms
multiple
would
states.
be legal? Like Colorado
Multiple
legalized
states.
mushrooms like
Well,
4 or 5 years ago,
I
and then
honestly,
Oregon just
honestly
did it too.
could have believed. I honestly could have believed that mushrooms would one day be legal, though. Like I could have seen that. to a certain degree,
I didn't.
but I could never have
Me
seen
neither.
Oregon.
Not the psychedelic effect. No way.
No, I could have seen it. Yeah, for sure. If they're gonna allow ecstasy for marriage counseling, then yeah, I could see them allowing shrooms as
Jesus
legal.
Christ.
But my whole thing is,
That's
what
crazy.
the fuck was the?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's
though.
wild, bro. It's wild.
Damn.
It's
What
wild.
did you
But that's
just
where we
say?
are. And honestly,
What?
it took long enough for us to get here.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Ecstasy
I mean,
for
when you
marriage
look at the
counseling
effects of
is
some
wild.
drugs,
For marriage counseling,
That's
yeah.
bananas.
Like-
I need to read into
I think
this.
it's
like
30 states,
PCP.
30 out of
Some of
50.
these drugs are borderline like PCP, and like look at when you do a certain amount of it. Like I get it if it's regulated, but like this goes back to like the 90s when there was the what's that dude, Slim? The dude that murdered his girl high on PC. Big Lurch.
Big Lurch
was high on PCP, and
he ended up murdering.
Dug out his girl's chest cavity and shit with his bare
he
hands
took out
and his
her.
teeth.
He tried to eat her lung. He tried to eat her lung. Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna get
This
sued.
motherfucker threw in allegedly.
I don't think we're gonna get sued. I think we're fine.
Allegedly.
Big Lurch said phencyclidine is my friend.
Yeah, but I mean, some of these psychoactive drugs, man, they make you do some crazy shit. But I mean, you look at Post Malone and shit like that. These people that microdose. I mean, even Joe Rogan's talked about the benefits of microdosing, like mushrooms. You know?
Yeah, but not all psychedelics are the same though.
Y'all be easy.
Hey, real quick, Slim, before you head out. Hey, real quick, how many daughters you got?
Be honest. Be honest.
I lost count.
Be honest.
All right. You're the.
He got. I think he's got 7. He got 7.
Okay, 7 daughters. All girls?
No, I just.
Oh.
You have a prolific dick if you got 7 daughters.
Listen, bro, you need.
No, it's not 7. I just like.
No, I know.
How many? You got 5, right? You got 5. You got 5 kids.
You are meant to be respected.
He being funny.
Yeah, no, he's got 5 kids. I think it's 5.
Yeah, but how many girls? Because he's got a wife. He's got a wife in the house.
He's got all girls.
Holy
shit!
You got all girls. Yeah. You have a prolific penis, my
That's why he stays high.
You cheated one few many times. You cheated. You broke hearts.
Yo.
You fucked sisters.
That is great.
That's crazy. That's karma, bro. That's karma.
That's awesome.
I think when a nigga shoots out 5 girls,
bro.
or like people say that I treated girls like shit, so like that's why I had a daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a payback.
He says he ain't got no gangbangers on his hands.
That is a
I love
powerful
mine.
dick.
Yeah, it don't matter
That
whether
is
it's a
one
boy or
powerful
girl.
dick.
You know,
Hey,
wow, dude, like 5 girls, bro.
5,
dude. There
all
must be a
young women,
period
all
in
young
like
ladies,
in the
no
month.
bullshitters, no half steppers.
There must be a period in the month where you just want to fucking like run for your life, dude. Are there machine gun toting lunatics in your house?
We'll get Slim on here one day to
my
talk
God.
some shit with us in the flesh.
Well, listen,
you know, instead of the phone calls, because Slim's got some stories.
The
So
reason
we'll
why
get
you
on
could
one of these days.
take care, my brother. The reason why I asked.
Who's farting in the mic?
Yeah, that's great, dude.
What the fuck, dude?
No, sorry about that. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Brando's farting in the mic and shit.
That's Adam's
Yo. What? Huh? That's not my mic. Motherfucker, I was in the middle of a sentence and someone tore ass on the street. What are you doing? This mother... Look, go back to this last episode we posted on Thursday.
I learned from the best.
Oh my God,
in
yo.
there where...
Your
this
alien,
Star Wars motherfucker
your
right here
alien,
like this.
your droid burp is fucking funny.
Jesus, dude.
All right, hold on. So I asked about the daughters thing because before we head out of here, I want to end on this, if it's okay, fellas. Since we started a little late, I wanted to end on this. This video made me fucking howl.
Yeah.
This is an old ass dude. His name is Mr. Steal Your Girls on the Prowl. You better hide your grandma, mama, sisters, and nieces from this one.
I'm gonna play with your booty and your kitty cat, but I'm gonna put my hand in there and I'm gonna smell it. Ay, ay, ay. One love.
Ay, ay, ay.
You think it's a game? Right? I ain't gonna play with you, my baby. I'm gonna put my hand in your kitty
My
cat.
baby.
Look, in your face. And I'm gonna do it like that. I'm gonna smell it. I wanna smell it. You know why? If you're clean, you're clean. If you're dirty, you're dirty.
You gonna let it be known,
I'm gonna let it be known with my hand. The toes. Yeah. But if it smells good,
I'm gonna isolate that.
My baby.
Word. Yo.
I gotta isolate that. When
You know
someone does
what?
something crazy on here,
If you're clean, you're clean.
when somebody
if
does
you're
something
dirty,
crazy
you're
on here,
dirty.
they're gonna get the.
I'm gonna let it be known.
I'm gonna let it be known with my hand. You're dirty.
Oh my god! Right?
The toes.
Oh my god! There's some good drops in there.
Yeah.
We gotta chop that up.
But if it smells good,
When you clean, you clean.
Is that a real person?
Hold on, if it smells good.
Yeah. But if it smells good, I'm gonna tell you. Ay, my baby. One more time. Let me put my nose in the plate. Okay? Ay.
Why did that happen? Huh?
I'm gonna play with your booty.
Play with your booty.
I'm gonna play with your booty. And your kitty cat. But
And your kitty cat.
I'm gonna play with your booty. And your kitty cat. But I'm gonna put my hand in there.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna put my hand in there.
Oh my god!
Please protect
Yo,
the women in your
that's what
life.
happens when
We
black
gotta find
people-
this. I need to talk to this guy. We gotta find this guy.
No.
I need this guy
this-
in my life.
Bro, this is what happens when black and French disconnect. Like that right there is
French,
Edgewater
huh?
Cajun. No, you're not you're not hearing the influence.
Oh,
But that is
Cajun, yeah.
Edgewater Cajun, bro. That is
Louisiana,
so deep south.
Louisiana,
Bro.
New Orleans.
That guy right there probably speaks Bayou. bro.
And I'm gonna smell it. Ay.
That is Joey Diaz 20 years ago. Because he sounds a little bit younger. That's Joey Diaz 20 years ago.
Bro,
I'm gonna play with your
my God.
booty.
Woo.
And your kitty cat.
booty. Yo, listen. That's Joey Diaz. Fuck the Haitian sugarcane farmer. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's great.
That right there is swamp.
That is an amazing clip to end the show.
That's
on.
America. That's America, bro.
Ryan C said Louis Armstrong.
Welcome to my country. He is Louis Armstrong. That's Louis Armstrong for real. That is the real Louis Armstrong. That's Louis Armstrong before he could play saxophone or sing.
My man Juan Vasquez is drunk right now. He's torn the fuck up listening to us. So thank you guys so much, everybody who showed up in the chat tonight.
Thanks, Juan.
Thank you guys. You guys make this show lit for real. Thank you guys so much for really fucking being here and sticking with us. Yo, reach us on social media, CPPod 100.
Hey, baby.
So green.
But I'm gonna play with your booty and your kitty cat. And I'm gonna smell it. Ay.
This has gotta be the stupidest podcast on the internet. Hey, man, we appreciate you guys so much. 844-997-0775. If you ever want to call in and be a part of the show, talk to us, tell some stories with us. Follow us across all social media platforms as CPPod 100. Shout out to Hemper. Hemper.co. Use the code CPPod to save 5% on your subscription pod.
I'll turn
Go
the microphone
to
off, I promise.
drink.works/CPPod to save $50 on your new DrinkWorks home bar system. Man, we appreciate you guys so much.
Oh, my God.
Why you listen, I have no fucking idea, but we appreciate you for listening. Please share the link. Get some more people involved. Also, you can go to comfortablypoor.com. There is a tab that you can do Ask Us a Question. You can just submit your questions right to us. You can upload audio. If you come across hilarious audio, video, whatever it might be, you can upload it straight to us. So please take I'm going to put it in your booty and your kitty.
I'm gonna smell it. I'm gonna put it in your pants. I'm gonna pull it out and smell it. If it clean, it clean. If it dirty, dirty.
My face hurts.
If you clean, I'm gonna tell you.
Look, I didn't even smoke weed, and I feel like I'm 16 years old, and I hit the bong like the back of my head hurts. You know what I'm saying? All you stoners know what I'm talking about. Like, it feels like someone's grabbing the back of my head.
That warm feeling, that wraps around the back of your head.
Whew. Hey, for real, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for fucking with the Comfortably Poor podcast. Catch us next Saturday. We'll be right back here. Tuesday and Thursday, new episodes dropping. So be on the lookout for those. Appreciate you guys so much.